Okay guys, so let's start our 2-point perspective boxes. So I've already put in my horizon line right in the middle, and I've put 2 points as far away from each other as possible on either ends of the line. Okay. Now in 2-point perspective, remember we see that there's a corner that's facing us. So instead of starting with a full box like we did in 1-point perspective, what we're going to do is just start with a line. I'm going to do the first one above my horizon line, so above my line of sight. I'm just going to put a line wherever I want. It doesn't have to be too long. Okay. All right. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to connect to the vanishing points, and I'm going to do it from the top and bottom of the line, but I'm going to do it to both vanishing points. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to connect the top and the bottom to the right-hand side vanishing point, but I'm also going to connect the top and bottom to the left-hand side vanishing point. It's really important to make sure you really line up your ruler to the dots, okay? There we go. Okay, so now we're connected to the vanishing point. The next thing we have to do is actually put the sides on, because we have just this corner and then the box just kind of goes on forever, right, on either side. So we have to decide how far out do we want to make those sides. It doesn't really matter. You could make it a rectangle, you can make it a perfect cube, totally up to you. But one thing you do want to do is my trick where you line up the ruler to that one starting line and then sort of pull it back, keeping it nice and straight until you want to stop. That way you try your best to make sure that this line and this line are parallel. Okay? I'm going to do the same on the other side, so lining up my ruler, pulling it back. Let's make more of a rectangle. Put more on this side. Boom. All right, my sides are on. But this square that I'm drawing here, it's above my line of sight, right? So what am I going to see on it too? Am I going to see the top? Probably not, because it's way up high. It's floating up there. But I will see the bottom. Okay. So in order to put on the bottom, we have to do a little bit of a trick. So here's where the sides end, right? And we need to connect to the vanishing points, but we need to do kind of a crisscross thing. We need to do opposite vanishing points, because this is already connected to this vanishing point. So, right? So if I put another line in there, it makes no difference. What I have to do is go this way. Okay. And with this one, same. It's already connected to this vanishing point, so let's go the opposite way. So when I make these lines, what's going to happen is that they will cross and they form the bottom of the box, okay? So all of this, you don't have to color it in if you don't want to, but I'm doing it to make it obvious. This right here is the bottom, okay? Let's do one more. Let's do this one down below our line of sight. So again, we start with the line, and then we're going to connect to both sides of the vanishing points on both sides, okay? So we connect the top and bottom of this line to both vanishing points. One. And I'm doing it really dark here so you can see it, but you guys can do it lighter if you want. Though I don't mind if all the lines intersect. They're kind of going to do that anyway. One. 2. Okay, so now we have the corner and we have these 2 sides that go on forever. So step 2, or actually sorry, step 3 is to put the sides on. So let's decide how wide we want to make it. Of course, I'm going to do my trick. So I'm going to line up my ruler, I'm going to pull it back, and there's one side. Let's do the other from here to there. Sides are on. But now this guy right here, it's below my line of sight. So instead of seeing the bottom of it, I'm going to see the top of it, right? So I have to do my little crisscross trick. So this guy is going to go this way. This guy is going to go this way, okay? So let's try that out and see what happens. 1, 2. And right where they connect, see I didn't put this one all the way across, but right where they connect, that is the end of the top. But let me put that in so you guys can see that it really does go all the way to the vanishing point. Ta-da! Okay, so you guys are going to do 3 more of these. Put them wherever you want. You can put them across the horizon line too. That way you don't see a top or bottom, but don't put all of them along there. Okay, and also, every year somebody tries to get away with this. Don't do this, where you put all the boxes on the same friggin' line, okay? That's cheating. Okay, so let's do 3 more all over the place, okay? Have fun.